Hello, everyone. This is Pro Wrestling and MMA ring announcer, podcaster, stand-up comedian, actor Chris Gillo, and you're now listening to your main event of the evening, EPW, the Everything Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Not many in this can understand. This the podcast to show you who I am. Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans. Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans. Not many who's here can understand everything pro wrestling. It can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes.
What's going on, EPW Nation? It's your boys from the Everything College Basketball Podcast, Josh and Peyton, here to remind you all that college basketball season is right around the corner. Yes, we finally know it's right around the corner. And Peyton, there's only one place people should go for all the college basketball excitement.
Well, Josh, the only place to find all college basketball hoops all the time is Everything College Basketball. Everything College Basketball can be listened to on several podcast hosting sites like Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And we can also be found on our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Everything College Basketball.
Yes, make sure you are joining the group with a couple other 100 people and growing by the day as we march into year number 3 of the Everything College Basketball networking system. Now, let's get back to Conrad and Everything Pro Wrestling.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans. Wait for it. For the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight. Once again, he is back. My co-host for AEW Dynamite Reviews, Derek.
What's up? I'm back.
He was out of action for a little bit, but he is back. We are going to get things started. So if you are in the chat, please, if you're watching us live on YouTube, hit the like button. If you're in there on Twitch, leave a comment so we know that you're in there. Same thing on YouTube. Give us all the comments, thoughts on the show. And with that being said, I think it is time for the intro from the one, the only, my boy, Montezi. La 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 la. Let's get it.
Everything pro wrestling, it can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, it can never be you.
Today's show is sponsored by Powerslam.tv. If you put in the promo code EPW show, you get 1 free month of independent pro wrestling on us. So go check out some of your local indie feds and watch some pro wrestling. We are also sponsored by Manscaped. If you use our promo code EPW show, once again, you can save 20% and get free delivery. Need a last minute Christmas gift? Maybe you're trying to get a birthday gift for somebody coming up. Valentine's Day is around the corner. And nobody wants some bushes for Valentine's Day. So make sure you stay trimmed up and use our promo code EPW show when you go to manscaped.com. What's going on, D?
Coolin', bro. Cool.
Really, Windows? Really? Really, that was the time to finally go off? Just had an update. We gotta put Ricky up at the top there. I know better now than to even say anything. I know better now. We got a bunch of people joining us here in the chat tonight. Let's see who was first in here. Positively E. He says, yo, listen, looky, yo. I'm waiting for you to drop a rap here, bro. What's going on, E? Appreciate you coming on in. We also have B-Boy Skyline here. He said the last match needed DMD help. Hopefully AEW pays well for her skills. I don't know if you're referring to the wrestling or the dentistry. Could be either one. BJ said this show felt stuffed. Do you mean that in a good way or a bad way, BJ? I would be curious to know. So we'll elaborate on it, I'm sure, as we go through. Chad also in the house saying, what's up? What's good, Chad?
What up? What up?
John L. Jackson in the house. What's up, John L.? Good to see you in here, brother. He said, tell me you saw Evil Uno, Eddie Kingston, Adam Cole, and Ortiz playing VPW2 on Twitch. No, but I like the tweet so I could go back and try to watch it. So I will have to go back in there. If you got a link, E, send me that link, bro. What's up, Derek? Glad to see you back, Chad said.
What up? Happy to be back.
Welcome back, Derek. Your bad luck. No trios matches tonight. Right?
Thank God.
What a hater. What a hater. But good to see everybody in here talking. Charles, my good friend Charles is here. Chucky, you may know him as Chuckaroo. He says playtime's over.
Yes.
Come on, Andy. I was only playing with you. Derek, I need to collect your tears on set. B-boy, we gotta wait, bro. You can't be talking like that because if we lose, Derek gonna be the first one posting about some tears.
Bro, listen, I'm collecting tears regardless, bro. Y'all not winning the Super Bowl, so let's just put it like that.
Listen, I want you guys to see what Derek brought me. We're gonna get to the wrestling, I promise you. But Derek knew who his new favorite team was. He said, as a token of my apologies,
Nah, bro.
This is my new NFL team.
Nah.
This is my story, Derek.
Nah.
This is my story. So he wanted everybody to know this is his new team going forward. And we officially will accept your bandwagon membership application. So, yeah, please feel free.
Nah, I'm good.
Or do we need to investigate? This is my partner Benson. I'm Detective Stabler. We're here to investigate the NE Patriots bandwagon turncoat. You bust my eardrums, I'm a bust yes. More of an iced tea guy. Let's see here. We have a lot to talk about when it comes to the show. BJ answered us. He said, I mean, it felt stuffed in a good way, but even more so than usual. I wouldn't want it this way every week, though. Yes, I will agree. There's a lot of little stuff in here. J-Hub's in the house. He said, give me a shell, yeah. That's the fishing line. Was good. Well, Six, I heard you were trading the Bills for the Cowboys. That ain't happening either way over here.
God's favorite team, right?
Yeah. Right.
Right.
BJ said Pittsburgh does have a snowball's chance, but it would be a fairy tale ending for Big Ben to take it all the way.
Listen,
I don't know Big Ben gonna hold up in the playoffs if he wins. But you know what? I always rooted for the Steelers more than the Eagles, so I'll give it up to them.
who are they playing?
Chiefs. Facts. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about a little AEW Dynamite. And this should be interesting to talk about. Let's get into the opening segment, I guess would be the best way to do it. Adam Cole and Red Dragon come out. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. Fish and O'Reilly. I don't know how to feel about this. Derek, you haven't been back since the Kyle O'Reilly. What do you think? Are you happy for Red Dragon to be here? I mean, you saw them in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. You know, it's you can see the energy that he was lacking in his previous employer status or employed status. Sorry. I all three of them actually. You look at all three of them, they have that energy. Like, yeah, this is new, but we love it, and we're about to go off in this.
They took a chance on themselves, and I think when more people started coming over with more prominent names, now it's like, well, this is less of taking a chance on yourself and more yeah, this is the better move for me right now. Especially when they were talking about cutting people's hair, making them a manager. It ain't working, Chief.
Yeah.
Toxic World said dogs champions. Derek, you need to get Conrad a Mac Jones helmet.
Yeah.
Come on, Chad. Toxic World said Alabama who? Yeah, they blew it on Monday. We were watching that too.
Yo, what was Chris Saban?
Nick Saban.
Nick Saban.
Chris Saban. Impact fan right here. Hard to Kill was good, by the way.
Nick Saban. I know you was tight. I know you fired all of your staff after that loss.
Yo, come on now.
I'm just saying. I would.
You know who almost got fired, I thought? Red Dragon. Young Bucks come out and they've got beef. Yo, Microsoft, I do not want to get your recommendation. Stop it.
Yeah, they're on point today.
I just did an update.
Oh.
So Young Bucks come out and this goes into like a little bit of a back and forth with them. Red Dragon says they're sick of it, and Adam Cole, being the peacemaker, is like, this is good. Competition's good amongst friends. Right. This is working. This is great. And then here come best friends. Shout out to Montezzi, Rated R, Swerve, and I have to look to see other artists on there because I might know some of them too. But the AEW hip hop music project that's coming out in February, Black History Month. Make sure you guys show love and show some support to that if you're a hip hop fan.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that, bro.
They just announced it, bro. So it's pretty dope, man.
Dude, because weren't they talking about it before?
They had mentioned it, but I'm just glad to see people that I've interviewed and worked with on this show able to come out. Shout out to the work laptop going off. Is this not my day or what? So I apologize for all the little noises in the background, people. I did not expect all this to go off at the same time. So afterwards, the Elite look like they're going to fight. Adam Cole says, listen, we're not as stupid as the Best Friends group. Orange Cassidy and them come out ready to fight. They're throwing fisticuffs. Boom, boom, boom. They're brawling. And eventually a low blow hits Orange Cassidy. And Chris Statlander comes in to stop it. But lo and behold, down the ramp comes Britt Baker, DMD. And she was not playing that shit. She said, get away from my man, beat her down. And this just leads to a Pier 6 brawl, a melee, whatever you want to call it. A melee. And dude, this just broke down in carnage. And it looks like I thought we were going to see a big match for Rampage. It was announced for Dynamite next week.
He did have it in the notes for Rampage, so.
I did. I thought it was going to be like a 6-on-6 tag. You know they love doing that. And I was like, but they probably didn't need it.
Nope. Good. Thank you.
Yep. J-Hub is in the chat talking some football, some college football. So someone brought up Alabama. I see you, Toxic World. We're going to get into that. Matt Lopez has joined us. What is good, Matt? Shout out to Ray from Respect the Craft podcast. If you guys are into pro wrestling, Ray is interviewing a lot of wrestlers, so make sure you guys give a follow to Respect the Craft podcast. That's in the chat. Let's see here. He said, good evening, Derek and Conrad. What's up, Matt? Ace has joined us. Mixed tag match next week. Yes. Yeah, I thought we were gonna get a 6-on-6 or something crazy like that. Britt Baker did an awesome Seth Rollins move. Yeah, Britt has been on point. She deserved all the awards she got. I saw her holding like 3 different PWI awards. So, yeah.
You know what? I respect it. It from what she has done in the last 2-3 years, she's come a long way, and it was well worth the wait.
J-Hub says, I think they're going to let this Red Dragon Young Bucks thing play out until Kenny Omega comes back. Then I see the Elite versus Adam Cole and Red Dragon. I'm with J-Hub 100%.
I agree with that. I think that'll be awesome.
Supersonic X has joined us. What's up, Supersonic? Been a minute, bro. How are you? Six says, damn, CJ, you in the studio or the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon during a space battle. Bro, like, you don't even know. No, really, you don't even know. Like, this shit is just, everything's going off, man. I don't know what's happening. So, any more weird noises? I'm just saying F it at this point. Respect the Craft. My man Ray says, let's talk about those layers tonight. Paragon versus the Elite. That is the rumored name for them. I don't know if you like that, Derek. Paragon. I don't know. I didn't like Undisputed Era when I first heard it too, but then you get used to it.
Paragon sounds a little bit better than Undisputed Era.
It's a little easier to put on shirts.
It is, yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see if it works. I don't know if they're going to have a symbol anymore. Like the UE symbol was pretty cool, I thought, though, when they could do it.
It was. It's
Seth freaking Rollins now. I forgot they changed his name to that. Conrad, you already know. Tazzy and I will give Britt Baker the Peach Award. Come on now, boys. The Deeb's Shida match this week is nothing but a segment. Their feud is nothing but a shameless ripoff. Ooh, Supersonic. We're going to talk about that. I hope you're still around once we get into that match. When it comes to performing, don't let the hair down there interrupt your moves like laptops are doing to Conrad tonight. Go get Manscaped. Let your game go uninterrupted. BJ, well done, sir.
absolutely.
Machete is in Star Wars, just saying. The Paragon versus the Elite, wait for it. Put the in front of the Paragon sounds better in my opinion. I'm sure they will. I'm sure that's just semantics type stuff. Could be someone was just trying to watch to see what they could have for it. So we get a promo. They show Wardlow being on his powerbomb rampage. And when I mean rampage, the brother was going off.
He was. He was. There was a lot of no sell in that, but it was perfect, in my opinion. People may disagree, but I definitely think the no sell at certain points were.
Right. You're jumping right into the match. Hold on here, brother.
My bad.
Hold on. Derek trying to jump. I'm on First Street. He's on Third. Hold on here, bro. Hold on. But we can get into it. This was, I thought, a really good match. And Wardlow comes out and he beats Punk's ass for most of this. Like Punk had a kick to the head. And I was like, ooh, good kick. And Wardlow was unaffected. And from that point forward, it was all Wardlow, like ass beaten. Now, shout out to everybody on Twitter who gave me my props and respect because I think I called it first. And Derek will tell you I called it probably minutes before I even tweeted it. Yes. I said this match is Bret Hart versus Diesel. I knew it from the power bombs and him being cocky. Then I was like, there's gonna be a table bump. Then he's gonna pick him up. Punk's winning this match by a roll up. Bro, if you have never seen Bret Hart versus Diesel Survivor Series 1995, you are missing storytelling at its finest. One of my favorite matches between Bret Hart and Diesel. Why? Number one, Bret Hart's awesome. Number two, when it comes down to it, Diesel was the cocky WWF champion. Everyone's like, he can't lose. He can't lose. And Bret beat him with a roll-up. And I love the fact that after, this is when I was first starting to doubt, like, is pro wrestling not real? And when Diesel got up, he got pinned and he was like, motherfucker, like clear as day into the camera. He said, motherfucker, just like that, looking into the camera. Bro, I was like, yo, this is good shit. And I was like, for a second, I was like, that might be real. Why would he get that mad if it wasn't real?
Right.
So I will always remember that match, that moment. It was great. Punk did the same thing here, man. I thought this was a good callback to that match. Punk is showing that he's been doing his homework on his Bret Hart matches to tell stories.
Absolutely. Great storytelling. You can't say anything more than what has already been said.
What's good, Azan?
It's definitely setting up for a huge grand finale between Punk and MJF.
Yeah, it's got to get to that Revolution match. CM Punk filled up his 2022 bump card tonight. Matt Lopez said Supersonic X says powerbomb spam from Wardlow. It did feel like we have the special in WrestleMania 2000. Oh, just over. Get up. Yep. You're not done. VJ said who's on second. Ray said legit took the finish from it. Six said it was a great match. MJF getting Wardlow DQ'd. Would have increased the drama, in my opinion. See, I thought they could have done that where he was on the outside, but then once Punk got in, I was like, nah, bro. Punk's been studying those Bret Hart matches on the low. The 1-2-3 Kid match with Darby, he's using this to make some of these people, and he knows what he's doing. I think it was a better story that Punk was getting dominated. So it looks like Wardlow basically had him beat. He could have put his foot on his chest and just been like, yeah, you're done, bro. I'm sorry. We're not going to continue to do this.
Right.
And he didn't. And yes, hold on here. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around. Matt Lopez said one of my favorite matches, Bret Hart versus Big Daddy Cool.
Yo, I can't even begin to say how stupid Big Daddy Cool was.
Right?
That was horrible.
Nah, Diesel had his moments.
Nah,
I'm not hating.
Nah, Diesel garbage.
Stop hating, bro. Come
Just
on.
saying.
Kevin, I like you, Kevin Nash. Derek hating. I'm sorry. So, Brock. Oh wait, will he be better than Brock, Mr. Mayhem? I don't know. That's for the future to decide. I don't want to weigh in on that yet. I like Wardlow though. I'm a big fan. 6XL Hookah God, what is going on, bro? I see you throw it up to Too Sweet. We'll throw it up right back to you, man. Fellow podcaster as well. Make sure you check out his channel as well. Tony doesn't do DQs like that. Punk might be the only one that makes sense to do in AEW, perhaps. And when you do them rarely, it works better. It worked when he gave the GTS to Captain Sean Dean. It worked. Like I was like, oh, I'm not that mad, and it was on TV. Right. It's not like I paid $50 for a DQ, so I was cool with that. I liked all the storytelling in Wardlow versus Punk. Facts. Kevin Nash will be at GCW on Friday night in Detroit. Okay, GCW's got a good show coming up, man. That Hammerstein show looks bonkers. Kevin doesn't care unless there's a check attached to say what you want. Hey, Derek's fronting. Derek used to walk around talk about the Wolfpack, so don't let Derek fool you guys up in here. Derek was a fan
because it's Sting.
I got random questions that have nothing to do with tonight at the end of the show. All right, BJ. Okay, line them up for us. Line them up, bro. I guess Derek will get into the next match here, and it is from your good friends Powerhouse Hobbs and Dante Martin. What did you think of this match, Derek? Did you feel like this was a cool down match? I know you mentioned that when we were first watching it.
Yeah, I definitely felt like this was a cool down match. Just because of the energy that was there, that was surrounding the whole match. Like you had Wardlow and Punk, and you could hear like it was to the point where we did not expect people to yell out Wardlow's name like they were doing for certain people, like Heyman Adam Page and or Bryan Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have that for Wardlow, who wasn't getting those cheers all like that, this does kind of fall into a cool down match when you don't really hear people saying it.
I think Punk, MJF, and Wardlow got people so invested in seeing what was going to happen with them that it was like, okay, all right, cool. Right. And then this happened, and the crowd was a little bit like, "Whoa, we got to chill out for a second. We got to relax." But I thought this match was really good, though. Like it was a good follow-up match.
It definitely was good. I just didn't feel the energy in this
from match. The performers or the crowd?
From the crowd.
Okay, fair.
No, this match was good. I just didn't feel the energy from the crowd like I did when I felt it from them with CM Punk and Wardlow.
And that's what happens sometimes too when you start off with too hot of a match. Sometimes you could drain the crowd, which is good and bad sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, but this match was more power to start off with. Powerhouse Hobbs just dominated the match for the most part. He was just smacking up Dante Martin. Ricky Starks was on the outside. I don't know where Leo Rush was. Dude, I'm not even going to say it. Spanish. Yeah, Ricky Starks was on the outside for this. And he was just, why was he wearing black gloves?
So something weird that I noticed.
It was a lot of black gloves tonight.
It was a lot of black gloves, bro. I don't know what it was tonight, but people wearing black gloves tonight was a thing.
You want to know why Ricky Starks is a heel? Put some damn socks on when you wear them shoes, man. Cut it out. Maybe I'm just uncultured swine or something, but you can't be wearing those socks. You got to wear socks with shoes, bro. You gotta.
Well, so some of the shoes are built that way for you not having to wear socks.
Don't let me catch you like that, bro. It's on site. BJ said Wolfpack was the bad boys of wrestling. Stop it. TK is trolling us with Jay and Leo, right? I don't know. Maybe Leo had to take time off. Who knows? I got this match wrong. My pick was Hobbs to win. I would have picked the same. I would have went the same way, Chad. Cool down match for sure. Ace said, are the bad boys wrestling? Are we talking about the same group that had Luger and Sting in it? Dante is a future world champion of 2025 or 2026. I won't say world champ. I think he's got a little bit of ways to go, but I can see him being a champion. I can see Tag first, maybe when his brother comes back. I seen Kip in the crowd tonight. Yeah, Kip's been in the crowd lately with the box on his head. I don't know what they're doing with that. They haven't really explained any of that gimmick yet. So he's on wait and see mode for me.
Looking like a dad.
Yeah, he can't see his face no more. He just wears a box on his head. It's weird. I'll show you after.
Terrible.
I cannot repeat that. Kip been there for weeks now. Yes. But in the end, Jay Lethal comes out, stops Ricky Starks from interfering, and this is an opportunity for Dante Martin to hit that springboard moonsault for the rookie victory. And I really like how, first off, Powerhouse Hobbs' shoulder was up, I think, on the side where the ref wasn't counting, but needless to say, his leg was so far back that it looked really good when it looked like he really just caught him, and it was like, damn it, I'm in a deep pin.
Right.
Damn it. So it worked, in my opinion. Good win right here for Dante Martin.
It was a good one.
So this is where I think BJ's talking about, here comes the stuffing. Faction of the year, the Inner Circle. I don't know who the hell voted on this, but that would have not been my pick. They get interrupted by Eddie Kingston. Jericho, Eddie Kingston keep talking about they're going to kick each other's ass. Jericho tells Kingston to GFY. I'll let you figure that out. Don't ask your parents what that means. Next up, we have MJF. He comes out. He gives us CM Punk and Shawn Spears for a match. He's yelling. He's pissed. He's spitting everywhere while he's talking. You interested in Punk and Spears, or is it kind of like, I don't care?
I'm interested in Punk and Spears if it turns out to be what I think it should be, and that's just an all-out massacre.
I think that they can have that. You're interested in the story that it's based on, but the match you seem like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel the same.
Yeah. The story has me locked in. The match I don't really care for, but the only way I'll indulge in it is if CM Punk just flat out destroys.
Yo, what's up with this bad boys of wrestling? Even with Disco Inferno, I forgot he was in the Wolfpack.
Oh shoot, yeah, he was.
Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. Yo, Disco. Man, I wish I gotta find that Nintendo 64. I gotta look soon.
Bro, I'm telling you, if you can find it, I got the cords. Don't worry about that. I got the cords.
Say less, bro.
Man, I got the cords.
Somebody send me the game capture card. It's on. Jay Lethal.
Don't nobody want it with test and grade, bro.
Get out here with your fake cause, Derek. Kip didn't even notice him. Can't turn your back on the Wolfpack. You might end up in a body bag. I just see Wolfpack lyrics happening. Eddie and Chris, aka Felix and Oscar, the odd couple. Make the video is on. Send that into Botchamania. Just Inner Circle, a faction of the day. Somebody said, "Geez, the GFY Bar and Grill, Tonawanda, New York." That's fair, Azan. Even though Vincent was in the black and white NWO. Man, I was pissed when Disco Inferno got in the Wolfpack. People are mad. Disco got heat. Babyface turned in Cleveland. Malik Murray, what up, everybody? I got a game for you. Trading a 5-tag team that WWE needs for AEW and 5 women wrestlers that AEW needs for the women's division. That's a lot to unpack. Malik, hold that for the end, possibly. We'll try to answer that if we can. Get your mind going on that, Derek. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot to answer right now. Do you think Disco is better than Vincent? Derek, who you taking, bro?
I'm taking Vincent, bro.
Nah, bro. My man Disco Inferno was a champion. Vincent didn't win shit. Vincent was always on the. I don't know what he was doing there. He was getting that Olive Garden money. My man Vincent, all you can eat, breadstick and salad.
Nah, bro. This ain't it, bro.
The meat sauce. Listen, that chart buster was real.
You right, it was.
Yeah. I can't believe we're talking about Disco Inferno and Vincent on Everything Pro Wrestling. That's how you know this is a show by the fans for the fans. I swear to you.
Exactly.
We got in a promo with the Elite and Britt Baker. So, like I said, I was wrong. We're getting a match next week, a mixed tag match. They decided not to go with all the people in the ring. Smart. I was with it. So then we get Adam Page comes out, and he is wearing a Pledge to Help Smokey t-shirt. I love that shirt, bro. I got to see if I can find one. Pledge to Help Smokey. He gets interrupted by Dan Lambert, and Dan Lambert starts bringing up all these old-ass wrestlers who used to dress like cowboys. He wasn't mad at anything but the fact that he portrayed himself as a cowboy.
Cowboy, baby.
So, yeah, Derek was just talking about Dan Lambert and them hoodies. He said he came out looking like a dad before baseball and stuff. How you doing? He said Danny probably be talking shit behind your back, but in front of you all smiling. I love Dan Lambert. He's great at his job.
Look at this motherfucker. Hey, Bob, how you doing, buddy?
So during all of this, Lance Archer comes out, and everybody dies. Lance Archer comes to the ring with a chair in hand. He just gets in the ring. He grabs Dan Lambert. He's ready to wreck him because he was feuding with Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page before he was taken out in that match where he injured his neck. Thank goodness he's okay, because I'm a big Archer guy. Like, I'm a fan of his. And eventually he said, "You're in the ring with the world champ. What are you doing?" He looks and he's like, "Yeah, you're right," and grabs Page and starts beating on him. And then he hits him with the blackout in the middle of the ring on top of the chair he brought in, like unfolded it.
Yes. Very scary too when with that transition.
That rotation was a little late. I wasn't mad at it. It was just late. It was just rotate at the last possible second, bro.
No, I give the thumbs down because the rotation was super late.
Looked good though.
It looked good, but my boy.
Yo, this chat is tripping. Hold on, I'm gonna read chat right after this next one. So it looks like we're getting Hangman Page versus Archer. I'm with it. Let's do something with Archer.
Looking like a 7-foot Santa Claus.
Yo, that beard was looking
thick.
Mightily thick.
How thick?
Thick. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Arn Anderson.
Fun fact though, real quick, side note. That you remember that movie that they had in bro. That wasn't even a real movie.
Yeah.
They recorded that themselves, bro.
You finally watched the movies that made us or something?
Bro, no. What was it? Uberfax.
I'm done with you, dude. Subscribe to Everything Pro Wrestling if you're watching on YouTube. Arn Anderson is being interviewed backstage with Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson, and he gets interrupted by Tully Blanchard and FTR. They were in Horseman country. You got to do the old hands.
Horseman?
And they were out there, and it looks like they challenged to a match. FTR said that a lot of people say, "I look like your son, Arn." What?
Dad.
What? And it looks like we're getting a match between them. This should be fun.
I you know what?
Brock and Lee need to get in the ring.
Yeah, I'm very interested in this match. Why, I don't know, but I think this will hit on a different level. I definitely think this will hit on a different level.
Right? This could be something pretty good. Now, in the chat, hold on, I got to scroll back up. Somebody was talking about Cole having the Beyond Beef Cowboy. That is true, B-Boy Skyline. Matt Lopez says Virgil over Vincent. I'm with it, bro. Virgil was the man.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Virgil was the
man. Let's see here. Everyone dies. Terrell has joined us. What's good? Terrell, he says, "What's up, Everything Pro Wrestling? I'm calling now. Undisputed will turn against the Young Bucks, and then we'll enter Ibushi. I nailed my Kyle O'Reilly prediction. I'm calling this." All right, Terrell. It's stamped. It's logged. 10:34. You wrote it, bro.
You right.
We'll see what happens. Let's see here. BJ said, Dan Lambert said, "I'll be back to my son's game in the third quarter. I got to go talk to a man about what a real cowboy looks like." Oh, man. If you look at it, Vincent was the longest member of the NWO. These boys going in. Archer back to being a monster again. The question is, but for how long? Is Archer at the pay-per-view? You could build it up to be the pay-per-view match. Would you be mad if Archer's in the pay-per-view?
No.
I had a different person in mind for the pay-per-view's not till March. We got 2 months. I think Archer's going to challenge sometime in February, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. He'll challenge in like February 15th, somewhere like from 15th on.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
I like Lance Archer being the next challenger. I'm down, but I don't want Archer just to come back in the ring and take a big L. He needs a substantial W. So they're gonna have to build him up to get some wins. He hasn't won anything either, BJ. Cowboy down. Oh, here we go. Talk about David Arquette winning the title. How many dads are in AEW? Derek's the expert at this. Give me a number, Derek.
How many dads? All right. Kip is number 1. Kip is number 1.
Give me a big number. Big round number.
That felt good. I'm gonna give you 7.
7 dads, that's it?
7 dads.
Oh, I'm taking like 30.
30?
There's 30 up in that piece.
Well, I'm going off of how they're dressing. I'm going off of how they dress.
Yo, we have to do like a WCW review. So somebody's like, they had Kiss sponsor a wrestler. Vampiro joined ICP for a while.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they Archer and Page will be a good one. Judy Bagwell in a forklift match. Say no more. Bro, that was a good match, bro.
Oh my God, Judy Bagwell.
Let's talk about this next match here, and this one's gonna be pretty fun to talk about. I was really looking forward to this one. Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb, but one problem, Derek. It didn't last too long. No. Shida gets attacked during her entrance, and there was damage done to the left knee because Serena Deeb is mean as hell.
Right. And
the damage is done. She eventually brings her in the ring and locks in the Tequila Sunrise.
Tequila Sunrise.
Tequila Sunrise happens. Tap out. Or actually, she didn't tap out. Paul Turner stopped the match. He was like, yo, that's it. We're done with this. Like, right. She could get hurt. Afterwards, she grabs the kendo stick and it said candlestick. Talk text sucks, by the way. Kendo stick, and she just beat her down afterwards. Referees came down. Some of the women from the division came down, tried to stop it. Yeah, they made Serena Deeb look like a monster here. I think she's a future contender for a championship.
Absolutely.
I don't know who's going to be the next babyface champ. Watch out for Serena Deeb. I'm telling you.
Babyface champ.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb.
Bro, the way that you stuttered right there, bro, I thought you was about to say the most blasphemous thing ever.
No. I didn't stutter. I just said it quietly.
You knew what I was hitting at, right?
No, but you save it for after the show because Derek likes to get us kicked off, demonetized, potentially running up company cards. We'll talk about that afterwards too. And we'll review your sick time afterwards for everything pro wrestling as well. Your balance is a little low. Sheeb and D better be in an I Quit match. Straight Edge Society. She'll take the TBS title from whichever babyface dethrones Cargill, Rob says. I like it.
Yes.
TK, please don't book Sky Blue on TV. I don't care how good she is. Why would you say that, Azan? What about that cage match that WCW had? Yo, what are y'all doing? Wait, the Tequila Sunrise is back. Someone called K-Dog in the Wolfpack.
Wait, didn't he join too?
Yeah, he was in there. It was all the cool people, basically, from NWO got to be in the Wolfpack. They were like, yo, we need to sell a new T-shirt with a different color. You got this, Nash? Yeah, I can do this.
That boy was sweating.
Backstage, we see the new AEW Tag Team Champions, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, with Christian Cage. They put out a challenge to any top 5 tag team. They're willing to defend their belts. And who comes up but Johnny Hungy? Him and Alex Reynolds come out there, and they're representing the Dark Order. And they say, hey, we'd like the challenge for those titles. Is it me, or are Silver and Reynolds sometimes not as serious as you'd like them to be? Like, I don't like that they're goofy all the time.
Yeah, I think I hate to say it, but I think at the time when after Brody Lee passed away, they had to get lighthearted a little bit.
I think they just got to dig out of that hole now.
Yes. If they come out of that, then they can redeem themselves as a great faction. But right now, it's just kind of like, yeah, it's mediocre.
Right. And they just have to figure out. I just don't want them to get too lost in the shuffle. But I think this is going to be a banger of a tag match.
Okay.
Silver and Reynolds, and I will probably say Private Party are my two tag teams that I think are very underrated, and they don't get enough credit.
I agree with that.
So this is probably gonna be a really good match. That match is set up for Rampage, baby. Matt Hardy is in his hometown of North Carolina. Give him the Jeff, D. Give him the Jeff taunt. Give. Do. Someone's definitely gonna make a gif of you doing this.
And you know what the gif is gonna be? I already know what's gonna be stuck to it.
What?
Trios match. I know
when they announced a trios match, Derek. Yeah.
Somebody do it. I'll be happy to see someone make a gift of that.
Okay, here we go. Supersonic's back. I was waiting for him to stay here. He said, like I said, Sheet and Deeb feud is a shameless version of Asuka and Charlotte Flair. Asuka and Charlotte is good. I don't know. See, this one, I feel like you can't make me mad if either one of them win. No. I was really upset when Charlotte was beating Asuka, though. I'm an Asuka fan. So, I believe Supersonic is as well from our conversations. So.
Yeah, I'm an Asuka fan, so.
That's tough. That's tough, Chief. But you know what? I'm happy that we're getting multiple women's feuds. We got to see the women's champ on here. Mm-hmm. The TBS champ was on here. Like BJ said, going back to BJ. Mad stuff stuffed in here. Mm-hmm. I can't. Mad stuff stuffed in. It works. It's a podcast. So Matt Hardy cuts his promo. He has his beautiful wife Rebby out there with all the kids, and Matt Hardy's with Private Party, and this leads to a matchup with Pentagon. Shout out to AEW for putting these up last minute so I could grab these before I started doing my notes. Matt Hardy versus listen, I'm calling him Pentagon Jr. I know he's got like 5 different names depending on which company he's at. That's Pentagon Jr., Pentagon Dark. I'm done with this. After he changed his name twice, there ain't no more me switches. Pentagon Jr.
Nope, I'm going with Pentagon Jr.
Yeah. So Pentagon is out there with Alex, and this was a match. It was a match. I don't really have a lot to say about this. This was a match with no build, no feud. This was like a let's wait and see where it goes. Package pile driver to Matt Hardy. 1, 2, 3. Pentagon wins. I think that was the right outcome, I felt.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like Pentagon needed this momentum to get back on track with everything after what happened to his brother. So I think the right move was made to have Penta win.
Yeah, and before I get into the aftermath of that match, let me just get to some more comments here because you guys are in here, and I love you guys for supporting the podcast right now. The experts call it funny to a fault, Rob says. J-Hub says, I don't think that was the original direction they wanted to go with the Dark Order. I agree, but you had to pivot from how it was happening. Yeah. I think you nailed it when you said that too. Sky Blue is a diamond in the rough. She's uber cute, and I'm not saying that in a peachy way. She legit has such a baby face look. With that being said, yeah, I feel like Sky Blue could be there.
She could be the future
Cora Jade from NXT 2.0. Like they like her on the skateboard and all that. She's just got the oh, I'm the cute girl next door look. She's got the same thing with Sky Blue. Yeah. I think Sky Blue should be signed eventually. Oh, yeah. I can see it happening.
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we find out she's under like a training deal with them right now. Like, yeah, you do training with us. We'll get you some matches. Chad says, I want to give a birthday shout out to NXT star Raquel Gonzalez. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Abdullah the Butcher as well. I found out in a weird way today that it was his birthday. That is offline. We cannot talk about that out here. 20 years from now, Penta is going to be wrestling, just doing the OM and taking no bumps. He's making a smooth transition. Penta can do what he's got to do, man.
Absolutely.
I've loved his work since I've started watching him since Lucha Underground. I don't catch the Asuka Charlotte vibe from this at all. I don't see it too much either, BJ, when it comes to this. I think the Deeb and Shida feud could be better. I think they know that they can have great matches with each other, so that's why you didn't really need to have one tonight.
Oh yeah, it definitely. In my opinion, I don't think it was called for. Not for them to go all out for a regular house show. Let's get it to the bigger stage, grander stage, and let's do it that way.
BJ said this episode was the stuffed crust edition when you normally get the standard slice. Oscar to AEW, maybe one day. Matt Hardy lost in front of his family. It happens. It happens. Don't forget to like the video. We got quite a few of us in here. Give that shit a like spike. Thank you, BJ, for saying that. Sky Blue could be a future champion. Rob said Cora Jade sucks, though. Listen, I wasn't saying that in reference to that. I'm just saying how they're going to try to push Cora Jade is what I think they could do with Sky Blue in the future. I got a question. Who had the better year in 2021, Edge or Christian? I'm going with Edge. Yeah. I know that makes him happy to hear that shit. Just so you know, like I felt it afterwards. He's waiting to talk his shit as soon as we end this.
No,
I told you, bro.
Well, I won't even do you like that, bro.
Listen. Edge had the better year. I got to keep it a stack. Like he's been in major feuds. He main evented pay-per-views. Christian got to main event a pay-per-view too. Like I said, Christian, I always feel he gets that overshadow bullshit. He gets up to someone else comes up like, yeah, I'm getting it too. Go away. Like Christian's got to be feel like, go away. This is my time. Let me have my 5 minutes to do something.
Right.
No love. Rob, Cora Jade's a great wrestler. Plus she's a peach. Edge main event at Mania, Christian second, Marco stunt. I wouldn't say great, Chad. In my opinion, I think Edge had the better 2021. J-Hub, yeah. We got to keep it a stack when it comes to that. Continuing on here, and like I said, shout out to everybody. If you guys always watch on YouTube, go over to Twitch, subscribe, EPW Show. If you guys always watch on Twitch, come over to YouTube, give us a subscribe, Everything Pro Wrestling over there, and give me a follow on the old Twitch, or excuse me, the Twitter EPW Show as well. We're EPW Show on everything else, social media, and Everything Pro Wrestling on the YouTubes. So yeah, come on in, show us some love. By the way, while we're talking about showing some love, here is the Spotify. You guys can mark us down for 5 stars. Helps more people find the show. I think we're over like 10 now, so appreciate everybody who has done that. Moving forward here. Thank you for being a friend. Rest in peace, Betty White, man.
Yes.
Tony Schiavone interviews. Oh, no. We didn't even get to the goddamn. Hold on. We got to go back. Pentagon gets the win. He calls out Malachi Black. Malachi Black, lights go out. Hello, I'm here. Dude, they start fighting. And then Pillman and the Varsity Blondes come out. Pillman, Julia Hart, and Griff Garrison. Yo, they jump this man. They were like, you piece of shit. Start putting the boots to him. And then afterwards, the lights go out again. Brody King shows up. Brody King from Ring of Honor. If you don't know, this is a massive man. Lots of tattoos. They are currently the PWG Tag Team Champions, Malachi Black and Brody Lee. And they whoopeth that asseth. That cannonball on Pillman's head, bro. That shit looked crazy. Yes. Go back and watch that, bro. His first move, he came in like, I'm going to take your head off, bro. It's got to happen. So I like this. And Julia Hart stuck up for Malachi when he was getting jumped. I don't know if a lot of people peeped that, but she was like, no, stop. What the hell you doing?
That think a heel turn for her?
Yeah. Maybe she joins him.
Maybe not per se worried about losing matches, but having I don't know, like just to have her there, I think it'll help out. Even though it should be Abaddon, but
I also think you could put the Butcher and the fucking Blade in there. Do it. BJ said he thinks Chris had the better year. He was in the Rumble, won a world title, main event at All Out, and Impact's pay-per-views. Man did more, just saying, in my opinion. Okay.
That's a valid argument.
I'd rather see Marco back with the Jurassic Express. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like they're going places now. We'll see. I like Marco though. Christian May's return in 2021. House of Black with Julia, maybe. Matt Lopez is putting up the crown for Brody King. Brody. Rest in peace, Bob Saget and Ronnie Spector as well. Yeah, rest in peace, Bob Saget, man. That one hit hard.
Yes.
I used to watch Full House on TGIF, man. Always the first show in the lineup. Uncle Jesse. Julia Hart called them off, saying that was enough and looked confused. Is this? Yeah, I think so. She's going to be joining the House of Black. Chad says, rest in peace, John Madden, Betty White, and Bob Saget, known as Mr. Clean. Come on now. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Black's essence seeped into her mind after he blinded her. That sounds way dirtier than it is.
Right.
Inappropriate. All right. So next up, Derek, we had a match added to the card here. We're going to skip over the Chris Statlander, Red Velvet, Layla Hirsch. Layla Hirsch been trying to get some dubs, and yeah, that shit happens. Bear Country versus the Acclaimed. I don't have it up here, but what I do have here is a little special for Derek. Just had to do that one time. Thank you for the one time. Bear Country versus the Acclaimed. They're coming out. They were talking shit about Sting and Darby. Acclaimed pick up the victory with the mic drop here. After the match, Sting comes out.
It's Dad.
I was waiting for it. And he comes out. I don't even think there was some shaved ice either.
I think it was shaved ice. No, actually, you know what? No.
No, because it wasn't in his hair.
Right.
He came. Sting's been looking like Wes Borland to me. I'm not gonna.
Just think about it.
You'll get it. So yeah, they come out. Darby Allin dives through the ropes with the skateboard in his hand. He popped Max Caster in his chest or his throat or something, bro. He was way too close for that spot. I was like, bro, why are you so close?
Right. He was super, super close to that. I'm like, ooh.
That's on you, Brody.
Yeah. I don't know how I would feel about that.
I like this, though. We got Darby Allin. They made their presence felt, man. I like it. And they basically just whooped their ass. They kicked their ass after he tried to pick up the boombox. Anthony Bowen, Sting's beating that with the bat. I hope he didn't catch his fingers because I was like,
You know what? I appreciate what they're offering with this because
It's going to be fine, dude. You're building up to a big match, I think, at Revolution, which we'll get into more in a second, I guess.
Yeah.
Following that, we get a promo with Pac, and his eyes were blindfolded. Derek, stop referencing that promo. Stop it.
Dude, that was his greatest promo, bro.
Big ass Pac. But I don't know. This promo was good.
It was
good. I just don't know where we're going with this.
So, to me, honestly, he reminded me of oh God, it's a movie.
I'm Batman.
No, not Batman.
Actually, you know what? You could have referenced that. I don't remember which one it was, but he actually was blindfolded.
I did good.
You did good, son. You did good.
I don't know. We'll see where this goes. Like I said, I'm treating a lot of this stuff as let's see where we're headed. There's different roads.
Absolutely, yeah. There's really no avenue to this. So this is something that you just have to sit back and just see what happens.
Chad says, Conrad, I call Bob Saget Mr. Clean because on Full House, he was the one who always was cleaning all the time. Man, you had me thinking he was like Mr. Clean for a second, or he inspired the idea. Got me messed up. Sorry, MLW WWE is gonna F you over. Yeah, there's two sides to every story. We'll have to see how that plays out before we get in that. He was holding a tarot card. Is that the same one that Malachi had? Now that Pac can finally see, is he the third member of the House of Black? Will he turn on Penta? Interesting. Wait and see. So it's obviously going to be Darby versus Andrade at the pay-per-view, right? I thought that too. Azan, but I think it might change in a second here. Let's run down the cards though for next week. So for Rampage on Friday, this Friday coming up, we are going to have Adam Cole versus Trent Beretta, Chris Statlander, Red Velvet, and Layla Hirsch versus Nyla Rose, Penelope Ford, and the Bunny. By the way, that women's street fight, fucking banger. If you didn't go out of your way to see it, I highly recommend it. They're also going to have Shawn Spears versus Andrew Everett, and they're going to take a look at Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez. And for the world tag titles, Jurassic Express versus John Silver and Alex Reynolds. Should be a really good Rampage. That's a lot of shit on Rampage, too.
For only an hour, too.
Yeah, it's just going to be go.
Get it in. We got to get it in. Let's go. Move.
Get your shit in. Go to the finish. Go to the finish.
All right, we're done.
Next week, though, for Dynamite, we're getting Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander versus Adam Cole and Britt Baker. DMD. Dr. Britt Baker, I should say. CM Punk versus Shawn Spears. Serena Deeb versus Sky Blue. TNT champion Cody Rhodes returns. Thank you, Cody. You think we're going to hear that?
No.
Hell no. No. And then we also find out that Darby Allin and Sting will face the Acclaim next week, so that should be good as well.
That will be good. I think that'll be an excellent match.
And you know who else will be here next week? Us. So make sure that you guys hit that like and make sure that you tell some friends about coming on here next week and say, yo, come talk some AEW Dynamite with us.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have Matt Hardy. He's backstage. He says, things have to change with the HFO. Well, Andrade walks up and says, you're a businessman. I'm a businessman. Let's talk business. What that means, nobody knows. Jose was just back there looking creepy. I don't know. I just hate Jose in these backstage ones. I was like, what are you doing, bro? He's just holding the iPad like, yes,
right,
yes.
Right.
He's like the cat from Inspector Gadget that used to always be with Claw. Like, what are you doing, bro? He would pound on the table. That's from the cartoon version. So after they talk about making a deal, I think it's going to be Matt Hardy and Andrade possibly.
I would like to see that.
Versus Sting and Darby at the pay-per-view. Could you do a tag match? Matt Hardy gets a big match. He gets to go in there with Sting. It could happen.
It could happen. What do we have?
Like I said, this is a wait and see, bro, because you could pivot because somebody had brought up Jeff Hardy before. Could Jeff come in? Because Matt was talking about a change.
Yes.
That would be better than this HFO shit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm tired of this.
Let's dismantle that, please, people. Because
I like Big Money Matt, but I think he couldn't do the other character he was doing originally when he was broken Matt Hardy because there was no crowd. If there's no crowd to react to the deletes, it doesn't work.
Right, and pumping the sound in just isn't gonna work.
Shout out to people saying well. So obvious. What about Pac's promo? It's Sting. Young Gravy is Mr. Clean. Andrew Everett getting his time in the sun. Yeah, he's been on a lot of stuff lately. If Julia Hart got evil sprayed into her eyes, paused, then Pac Super did by getting completely blinded. It's going to be WCW Saturday Night edition of Rampage. Yo, that Battle of the Belts did a pretty good number. They maybe want to consider moving Rampage to Saturdays if they can, but we'll see. That's another topic for another time. Jeff is free in March. Maybe.
That he is.
It could work. Let's get to the main event here tonight, Derek. The main event was for the interim, not the official. So basically the number one contendership. TNT Championship. We had Sammy Guevara versus Buffalo's own Daniel Garcia.
Spanish God.
Daniel Garcia?
No.
Sammy Guevara.
Spanish God.
He was out here and interim TNT championship match. It was good to see him in this. The focus of the story has really been about Jericho and Kingston. They've been battling over what's going to happen with 2.0, Blockhead, and all this stuff. Eddie Kingston says his knee's banged up. You could tell how he was moving around, trying to get in the ring. He's like hobbling and stuff. Yeah. You know, this was a match. Sammy went for the Crossroads. That got messed up. Yep. And when he went for the GTH as well, that got messed up. There was some.
It wasn't shaky. I think it was just the fact.
It was like timing off.
Yeah. Because
Rob brought up a good point, bro. He thought it could have been because of the time coming down on the show. Like,
Possibly, yeah.
there's only but so much time left in all of this shit.
But I mean, it wasn't a very long match, but I think you still had space and opportunity to.
Yeah, they didn't have to rush it.
Yeah, you didn't have to do that.
You learn that though over time. Once Danny Garcia hasn't been in Daniel Garcia hasn't been in the main events really, you know. Give him time. Sammy, I don't know, maybe he's not ready to captain that at this point, but they did fine. Like I said, I'm not shitting on this. This was a good match, actually.
No, it was a good match. It definitely was a good match. It's just,
and we all knew, it was just the finishers and like trying to go through. You'll see if you watch it, you'll kind of just be like, damn it, that felt flat when it could have been like a big pop for everybody and got people out of their feet. Jericho and Kingston knows what we were watching this for, and it looks like we're getting that matchup at Revolution, and that looks like where we're going. That should be a really good promo match. But these are two guys who are going in there a little older, a little wiser, so they're gonna have to sell this on the promos and everything else.
Yes, because it's not gonna be too many high flying moves in this. So
no, not at all, not at all. It was good. Matt Lopez said, thank God, Spanish God, Sammy Guevara won. Him and Tay Conti is the badass couple in AEW. Cody and Sammy at Beach Break. I could see it possibly happening. Mm-hmm. This TNT title match would have been good on WCW Saturday night. Oh, yeah. Title match, TNT or TBS title matches, whatever you want to call it. The television championship was always good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I could see Cody and Sammy G in a ladder match for the TNT championship at Beach Break. Hang up both the belts. Yeah. So that's it for the show, Derek. I don't really have anything else to reference. What did you think overall of tonight's show? Chat, put up your questions and what you think overall of the show tonight. Was it thumbs up, thumbs down? What are we doing here?
I'm giving it a thumbs up. I'm giving it a thumbs up because there was nothing that really took me out of the show. Everything was executed well. I think the storylines could have been polished as what they're trying to portray, or not portray, but advertise to us. So I think. Yeah, no, pretty plain and simple, bro. Like I really feel like this was a good show.
Okay.
Like BJ said though, it was stuffed. You could tell it was stuffed because it was just.
Yes, Garcia Super Deathlock was money when Sammy bounced off the ropes. Yes, I didn't want to go through all of the each spot for it. No. B-Boy Skyline said we need trios belts.
No, we don't.
That could be coming in the future though.
No.
I'm just letting you know it could be coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's between that and the women's tag belts. One of those two will be coming as the next belt. I would just hope you establish tag teams.
No.
Just pump the brakes.
Yes.
Great show as always, bros. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that, brother. Let's see here. Everything Pro Wrestling. AEW thumbs up. I like the development of Jericho Kingston's feud. Yes, it's gonna get heated over time. This show was super stuffed crust. 8 out of 10. EPW 10 out of 10. Now time for my random ass questions. How soon until John Moxley returns? He's gonna be at the GCW show in New York. I don't know when Moxley comes back. That's up to him, and I want him to come back at 100%.
I think it's. I definitely think it's gonna be a slow burn by the time he gets back.
So you think
the return himself is gonna be a slow burn. It has to be a slow burn because
he's gonna be a babyface too when he comes back. People are gonna want to cheer for him,
right? But he's gonna be a babyface, but it has to be something extremely hard. It has to be hit hard when he comes back.
You're saying he can't come to some random feud?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's see here. Malik Murray says, or not, excuse me, I jumped. Ace gave this a thumbs up. Malik Murray says, I got a game for you. AEW, WWE. Okay, 5 tag teams that AEW has that WWE need, and 5 women that AEW have that WWE need. Oh. All right, so for tag teams, 5 tag teams that AEW have that WWE need. All right, let's move 5 teams, Derek.
All right, let's go.
I would take Gable and Otis first as one of the WWE tag teams. Or no, excuse me. Am I reversing this? Oh, no. AEW tag teams at WWE. So who would help WWE's tag division? Young Bucks.
Yes.
Easily number one.
FTR. Even though it was already done.
Even though they had him. You just didn't fucking execute, son.
Right.
Lucha Bros?
Yes.
I think that would add something different, and you could sell a lot of the masks and merch and stuff in WWE.
We got one more?
Two more. I got my last team.
Say the Gun Club, bro.
Ooh. Austin and Colton, little youth.
Yeah.
Little ass boys. I'm going to put Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus in there. You get a big guy that Vince would like, and then you get a future star, I think, in Jungle Boy as well. You get the star power. And then we got to flip it then for WWE. 5 women that AEW has. 5 women that AEW need for WWE.
Rio, Shida, Serena Deeb, Ty Conti, and
Jesus, bro, he ripped through it. Britt Baker,
yeah.
I was gonna see, for me it would have been Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa.
Take Thunder Rosa. Sorry, take you. Ty, love you, baby, but
you better hope Sammy don't hear that.
I ain't think about Sammy.
All right, bro. Watch. Derek says this now until next time we go. Yo, what's up, bro? Saw your podcast. So Sammy did message me on this channel a long time ago before AEW was big, actually, and I saw it super late, so I apologize. He was telling me to check out his stuff, which I am subscribed to. But who did I say? Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa. I will go Chris Statlander. I'm a fan of hers as well.
Okay.
Shida and Deeb. I think Deeb could add a lot to the division. You need a wrestler in that. So hopefully we answer that for you, Malik. Rob says 8 out of 10 tonight. Toxic World says 5 out of 10. Show welcoming Dan Lambert to Oregon. Go Ducks. Let's work. Or no, excuse me. I said Dan Lambert. Dan Lanning. Azan said, yeah. Or Terrell was speaking on that. Mox should be back after GCW in New York. BJ said, would you want someone back in wrestling to announce the main event like Michael Buffer? Look at episodes of Nitro. Buffer made every main event sound monumental. Okay. What do you think, Derek? Would you want a Michael Buffer back?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? Absolutely, bro. I think that would that adds to the effect of the match.
I like the Dapper Yapper though. I'm a Justin Roberts guy. I like him.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think it could add presentation if you use it at the right moments, BJ. B-Boy Skyline says trios belts with Lucha Underground rules. That was traditional rules from Mexico style. I mean, dude, go back. Have you ever watched Lucha Underground?
I have, yes.
Listen, the trios belts were dope, bro. They didn't have tag titles; they only had trios.
Listen, bro, I don't want to see a trios belt.
Derek's a hater, bro. Don't even ask trios questions anymore in here because you know what he's gonna say. The way he talk and hype up the competitors as they walk to the ring. Sometimes Michael Buffer was wrong on those though. Like I was watching one where it was like Hogan and Brett as a tag team. I'm like, the fuck's Michael Buffer talking about? Like he had it all wrong. I think they were facing like Sting and Warrior, and I was like, what the hell am I watching? The Blade Runners versus Hogan and Brett? What the hell? Terrell says his picks would be Kaylee Ray, Asuka, Ember Moon to AEW, please. Jurassic Express, PNP, Danhausen will show up soon. And you big leagued him. I did not big league him. I would never do such a thing. KJ, hello, Kyron Derek. How are you doing? What's up, Jen? Thank you, Malik Murray said. Bruce over Michael, don't at me. Yeah, if it wasn't for Michael, Bruce wouldn't be famous. I keep it a stack. For the big world title main events, yeah, bring in Buffer. I just think about Hangman and Danielson with Buffer announcing. Yeah, that could have sold it over the top. That match was effing great, by the way, too.
That actually would be nice to have Buffer for that.
Either way, guys. Listen, we went an hour, 6 minutes. We're gonna end this hopefully before we get to an hour 8. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, hit that like button on YouTube for us. Come in, show some love. It is always greatly appreciated. We appreciate you. More podcasts are coming out. We were supposed to have a New Japan Wrestle Kingdom review, and I told Rob that I'm going to blame him, and I'm going to do that because I'm a leader here at Everything Pro Wrestling. So Rob, 100% his fault why we didn't get it. He sent me all the notes, so I know he watched it and took care of everything. But, you know, he keeps blaming his other job. Everything Pro Wrestling should be your first priority. We're going to have a meeting with him, too. Big meeting with all of us because shit ain't working right now. All right. But we will have some podcasts dropping audio only versions sometimes. You may get them on YouTube as well. So make sure you guys are locked into every single way you can listen to Everything Pro Wrestling. Down in the description, there is a drum.io link if you guys are looking for us. And for myself, for the man they call Derek, and for the beautiful show that we call Everything Pro Wrestling that belongs to us and you guys, we are out. One.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand, this the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans, not many whose head can understand everything pro wrestling. They can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson, yes. Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes.